Really quickly for all of us on social media, Facebook Live and YouTube, I'm just seeing the comments come in right now. I'd like to apologize. We actually lacked on the audio for the first, like 10, 15 minutes there. My apologies on that, folks. Goes to RJF, Marco. I got a couple of us, Blue Sky on YouTube. Thank you so much for the posts. I wouldn't have seen that otherwise, honestly. So I was going through my whole spiel to begin. I don't know how to summarize it otherwise, right? Within a 14-minute time of mute. So I apologize there. I was kind of stuck on this TIRX here. There's no news justifying this action or, justifying the move here. Down 86%. I looked on Benzinga. There's nothing here from the chat board that I see. I don't know what the heck's happening here. I mean, either way, we can't short it, right? So, maybe tomorrow we'll make some wacky squeeze back up, but, just otherwise, we're going to pass on this. Really, for the main focus of our meeting, for anyone that's still with us on YouTube and Facebook Live, I'll definitely be more mindful of this tomorrow. But I'm the only trade I'm in right now is Canon, and I'm kind of wasting that profit a little bit. I'm short on that from 13, and it's looking to squeak back up. So I set my stop right over 13. If it takes me out, it takes me out with like a 2-cent loss or 1-cent loss. But basically the focus for the afternoon so far is going to be on the Canon trade, short from 13. If it breaks over 13, maybe it runs back up towards 13.50. Which are right here, right now. So there we go, number 4 on the losers list, at least. Again, my apologies for anyone tuning on Facebook Live and social media otherwise. Yeah, so for right now, this Canon trade, it might take me out, just scratch, or -1, -2. But I am still short on this from 13. Ended up bottoming out pretty nicely, right around 12.60. Look to see if this will dump back down a little bit lower. I had my trend line here off the highs going into the afternoon, so my hope was to see this begin to retrace down much lower towards that trend line once again by like 3 o'clock, maybe 3:15. I don't think we'll get it by 3 o'clock, but maybe later on. All right, so with that in mind, we'll kind of just skim through otherwise the losers list here. The ASXC here. Not much going on. It is shortable, but PIRS, same thing. Yeesh. HIMX took a nice dive from earlier today. This seems to be still pretty volatile given this time of the day. It's like a nice level 1 to 2 stock otherwise. It made a nice big move down, started to squeeze up, kind of like the Canon trade. And they're not related, but it's just saying, to see this kind of make a lower high. It's pulling back down right now. This could be setting itself up for a new move taking you into the afternoon. I don't mind putting the HIMX back on our list. Let's see, GameStop down big, maybe AMC down with it. Tilray, a lot of pot stocks down. I know that AFA had bad earnings alongside Canon from earlier today. So here's Tilray right now. AFRIA. I feel like they're kind of exhausted now at this point, both of them. XNet. It's at the lows. It's not like too liquid to say that like it can't break lower. It's just trading such little volume per minute. It's only trading like 4,000 shares per minute. And that's like, kind of a speculative number based on the volume traded per minute here. So a lot of, inconsistent spikes that generates that number. So for what it's worth right now, I'm actually going to keep it on the side list here, but it is tradable. Oh, looks like I'm about to get stopped out on Canon. Maybe not. We'll see. GameStop down big. We're not going to trade GameStop, but maybe AMC. Yeah, not really much going on there. All right, so folks, especially now that I got the audio up on social media, my apologies again, for YouTube Live, Facebook, and for all of us live inside the trading room, let me know if there's any other stocks I didn't have a chance to look at just yet, anything I didn't have a chance to see. RJF, the ACY trade, getting that second win move type of play, but such a low float stock, too risky. Spread's too big, order book too thin. CSCW from Norman, I missed that just from about like 5 or so minutes ago. This is making a squeeze up right now. Now I'm actually going to adjust the TradeStation matrix here because for some reason it separates the order book by 1/10 of a penny. Or 100th of a penny, whatever. So yeah, squeezing up really well here, up 22.5%. Obviously missed this as it was squeezing up the gainers list as I was going from top to bottom. But yeah, CSCW definitely. Hopefully didn't miss a lot of this move. Hopefully there's more to come. All right, I'll tell you, I'm still in can. Fingers crossed it just holds 13, no false breakout, because knowing what could happen, I'll get stopped out, then I'll come right back down, and at that point, I'll be in class with most of us going into the afternoon. I'll miss the entry again. So hopefully Canon ends up holding 13. I'm going to manage the position otherwise, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, I think just in total, we only have about 5 stocks to work with going into the close, and that's fine. I mean, hey, normally I have like 10, 12 stocks on our watch list going into the afternoon. I never like to do that. It's just like I tend to see the opportunity in a lot of trades, so it's hard for me to not put certain stocks on our list. So even for right now, this stock MUDS, this made the watch list going into the afternoon, but has since dumped off. So hopefully this can build up some support again from here and squeeze back up. But if it breaks down, then it's not going to set itself up for any continuation. So I'd move on from this one if anything, if should that happen, right? So we'll kind of react from this list, and if there's any others that tend to make a big pop or drop, otherwise from there. All right, folks, for all of us on social media, once again, I apologize. I'm going to make sure I am much more mindful of that going into the remainder of this week. That does not happen too often. But otherwise, please make sure that you like, subscribe, notify if you have yet to do so right on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/cybertradingu. Otherwise, feel free to join us because the audio, unfortunately, I got to say, is as bad as I messed up there for the first half of the social media meeting. That did not be the case in the trading room. So come feel free to join us inside the trading room. Just sign up on the link on the banner below to get started. All right. So for all of us there, just stay tuned. I'm gonna post the picks and then just get the link for class up just shortly afterwards. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.